Hello there, I'm Mrs Jennings. As many of you know, I'm Head of History here at South. If you're interested in looking at history for A-level, then you need to know the following things. We are an increasingly popular department. We've got 65 A-level historians this year. We study the AQA, Exam Board History syllabus, and it's divided into three. So the first section is about the English Revolution, which is English Civil War history. I'm going to leave it to our sixth formers to tell you a little bit more about it. But in year 12, you will study the causes of the English Civil War. And in year 13, you look at the war itself, the different types of governments that are tried once Charles I loses his head, and the role of key figures like Oliver Cromwell. The second thing we do is we study Russian history, and I'm going to leave that to my colleagues, Miss Wright and Miss Jones, to tell you about. And finally, we do a piece of coursework with 20% of the mark, and you get a little bit of freedom here to research a topic of your choosing. We encourage you to take 3 different topics at the moment: German nationalism, empire, or we look at civil rights in America. Thanks for listening. I'm going to pass you on to Miss Jones and Miss Wright.
Hi, my name is Miss Jones, as you know, and I teach the Russian history A-level. For the first section in year 12, we look at the Tsars and the decline in autocracy from Alex II, Alex III, and to Nicholas II.
Hi, my name is Miss Wright and I teach Russian history as well as Miss Jones. In year 13, we move on to looking at the Commissars, also known as the Soviet state. So we look at Lenin, Stalin and Khrushchev and look at the decline over time of communism and how that slowly starts to erode away. I'm now going to pass on to our lovely sixth formers who will tell you a little bit more.
At A-level history, you study the English Civil War from the years 1625 to 1660. This is a really in-depth study where you focus on topics such as the parliamentarians, the royalists, the Civil War and the breakdown in relations. This is a really in-depth study, so by the end of the 2 years, you do really become an expert in it.
Our second half of history is Russian history. So we study all the way from Alexander I all the way through communist Russia. For this, we look at interpretations in our exams. We then reflect all the skills we learn in our 2 years through coursework. This coursework is an in-depth study of 100 years, which we then translate into an essay, and it will help us decide if that's the path we want in our future.
The history department is such a fantastic department to be in. There's loads of opportunities, history ambassadors where you can help GCSE students through their time in lower school, and there's loads of school trips. The teachers are incredible, really supportive. It's just a fantastic subject to take.